This is Sunday's Spiritual Intelligence, the only podcast on the planet that teaches you to answer your own questions by activating Allah's built-in free college, realizing your access to infinite spiritual knowledge. Today's topic of discussion on episode 3 is money is fake. Richness is internal. Explained. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I am very excited about sharing this information with you. And if you tune in and lend your ears, receive the information and apply it, I promise you will see so many things open up inside of your mental development. All right, so the point I want to make today is that all richness is internal. And to explain this, I am going to start from an infant. When an infant comes out of the womb, the internal knowledge of the infant lets the infant know that it is hungry and it needs something to eat. It needs some source of nourishment to regenerate its body. So naturally, without obviously going to any type of school, being taught by anyone, it naturally will start to move its mouth, start to cry for this nutrition. That is an example of its internal knowledge. A child, even when you train your children on what to do and what not to do from the ages of 2 to 7 to, so forth, if a child is in a room around something that is dangerous and you want that child to understand on its own that this is something that it should not do. For example, like if something is hot, if a child was left alone, which I'm not recommending, but I'm making a point about the internal knowledge that is built inside of yourself. If a child was to go near something that was hot and it was to touch it, it would immediately, from its internal knowledge, pull its hand back from that particular thing. Eventually, that child will learn to not touch that thing or go near that thing because of the pain that, or the reaction of it touching that fire. That's internal knowledge. The child didn't have to go to school to learn not to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, as an adult, to clear things up, we teach children what to do and what not to do. Some people use methods of, taking away some type of favorite toy or fun thing that the child might like to do. But a spanking is really the first teacher from a adult to a child to let them know, to warn them, do not do this. That pain is reminding them and letting them know this is something that I should not do. That's why the Bible says, spare the rod, spoil the child. It's not about you trying to hurt your child or take out anger on your child, but it's about the fact that you need to teach the child what they should do and what they should not do. And, as they grow older, disrespect, stuff like that, certain ages, they still should get some type of spanking to let them know. And then once they get, to a certain age, obviously, there's different methods. But you get my drift. That's the process. That was the reasoning for spare the rod, spoil the child. Now, you notice the children that never have gotten spankings or no type of discipline in that type of way, of being whipped for the right reasons, spanked for the right reasons, which is just to get their attention and let them know, hey, this is something that you do not do. Those children that did not get spankings, they are just wild doing whatever, they have no sense of order, sense of, boundaries. And then you are the first, as an adult, you are the first person to teach your child what's wrong and right, to, warn them from danger. Because, for example, like when they get older, a police officer is only going to tell them once or twice, and then, hey, it's a taser, it's a hit upside the head, it might even be a gunshot. Vice versa, somebody on the street might say, hey, leave me alone, or stop, or, don't talk to me like that, or whatever. And then because your child hadn't got that discipline from home, they do, go, cross that line, and then now they lose their life or maybe get beat up or whatever the case is. So that's explaining from a child's perspective. Now, moving into adulthood, okay, the body is built up of systems, organs and tissues. Organs and tissues are groups are systems, and those systems, communicate with one another to allow our body to function correctly. Systems, your central nervous system, your digestive system, your endocrine system, your respiratory system, your urinary system. Follow me? The system is already built within your body. You don't even know the names. Most people don't even know the names of their internal, parts of the body, internal parts of the body in the body system. So that system that's already built within you already has knowledge within itself, because it's operating without you doing anything. That's God. You know what I'm saying? That's God creation. He's making all of that operate. Okay? So now as we move further, we go into how do we tap into this internal knowledge, and what is this internal knowledge? Why is money fake? Why is money fake? Because is it not the idea of everything that you see around you that came first before there was any materialistic, financial, tangible thing that we make have value? Was it not the thought? I wonder what it would be like to fly in the air. Nothing has taken place yet, but the thought, how can I go about this wonderful idea? And then the creation begins, just to keep it short. I wonder what it would be like if I could ride in some type of vehicle without having to walk and get there faster. Talking about a car, right? It started with the thought, Henry Ford, right? The thought, you know what I'm saying? How could I get light inside of anywhere at any time? Electricity. You see what I'm saying? All these things began with a thought. That's internal knowledge. Therefore, you can literally go within yourself, the richness of yourself, sitting at home with your laptop, your phone now, which is a blessing, instant access to information, and you can literally sit and think of ideas, plan, write down, research, practice the ideas until you get them right, replan, then execute each step one by one to accomplish your overall goal, which is a system. All of those things is a system. It's a process, a system, right? You take that same system and apply that same system to any other goal you want to accomplish. For example, of internal knowledge. Man, I wanna start me a business. Okay. You ain't got no money right now, but you can sit at home, go into your internal bank of knowledge and say, okay, I want to start a business. How do I start a business? I don't have a clue, but I have internal knowledge to go find the information on how to start a business. So what do? Use your laptop, phone. If you don't have a laptop, library is free. Use it, computer. It's never an excuse because you went into your internal knowledge and said, I don't have a computer, but the library is free. That didn't cost you money to think that. Free internal knowledge. I don't have a phone. I don't have a computer. What can I do? You didn't give up on yourself. You could have just said, all right, I give up. No, you said, internal knowledge. I can go to the library for free. You go to the library. I'm just using this for example. You type in, how can I start a business? You pull up information that tells you all these different things how to start a business. You start clicking around. You click one that you understand, and it says, to start a business, you have to choose what type of entity. Do you want an LLC, an S corporation, or whatever? You don't know what an LLC is. You don't know what an S corporation is. You don't know what a nonprofit is. So what do? You go further into your internal knowledge. Now you have to find out what is an LLC, what is an S corporation, what is a nonprofit. See what I'm saying? You keep building. Then you figure out, okay, which one you want. I want an LLC. Then it says, okay, well, now you need to have an articles of organization. I don't know what an articles of organization is. Go into your internal knowledge. Don't give up. Keep going. All right, find out what articles of organization is. Fill out the paperwork. Now you got that. Then you go to, you see what I'm saying? All systems, all internal knowledge didn't cost you no money yet. You just researching, writing down the steps. You're teaching yourself with your internal God-given knowledge from Allah, from Yahweh, from God Almighty, the God of all creation, the God of all ages, with infinite knowledge for everyone at any time, any moment, never runs out of information, never runs out of guidance, never runs out of love. He's always available anytime. All you have to do is humble yourself and ask him for help and use the internal knowledge he already has given you to go find the information that you do not know. See how things are so easy? Man, I always wanted to be able to know how to really, make big money, you know what I'm saying? Stocks and all that. It just seemed crazy to me. You don't know? Go into your internal knowledge. What is a stock? Type that in. Find out what a stock is. Okay. How do you make money in stocks? Type that in. Find that out. You all using your internal knowledge. You ain't had no teacher. You ain't had nothing. Common sense that God already gave you. Built-in knowledge. Utilizing what he blessed us with, the instant information through internet and cell phone. Ain't gotta go nowhere. You can get all that information, write all of it down, so you know everything you gotta do before you take one step. During all this time, are you researching and planning and using your internal knowledge to prepare first before you spend $1? You're saving money. You ain't spending because you planning, you're researching. You're still trying to take your time to make sure you know what you're doing before you take your first step. Then by that time, you got some little paper in your pocket. You've been doing the other things you need to do outside of your research and planning, which takes time, which is valuable time that is well needed and intelligent for you to use it that way. Now you got your whole plan mapped out. Now you go to step 1 and you just knock out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, the goal is done. Now let's do it again. Research, plan, write it down, practice it, plan, execute, man. Start at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Completed the goal. Now let's do it again. See how all of that didn't cost you no money? You could do that right now when you get off, you know what I'm saying, this YouTube channel from listening to this powerful message. Now, another thing most people don't understand about the power of reading, the power of what you watch on TV and YouTube. You can either watch things that are not beneficial for your goals and your progress for the future, or you can watch things that are beneficial for your goals and your progress for the future. It's your choice, free will. Everything can be used for good or evil, right? Right. So, check this out. 90% of people in the world don't even know, but they will know once they watch this video, that all the information that you receive to your brain, which is literally a computer, because remember, the body is built of systems. Your PlayStation has a system, Xbox system, you know what I'm saying? Quest 2 system, computer system. Human body has a system. God works systematically in a system, order, structure. See what I'm saying? There's a process to everything. Richness starts in the mind. Ideas turn into money. That's why you literally can take what I told you, write out a plan and an idea, business ideas, business plans that are actually valuable, have a 3 to 5 year plan written out, and you could present that to people called investors, and this is real, and they'll pay you money, cash money, well, through a check, direct deposit in most cases, but they'll pay you thousands of dollars, tens, hundreds, millions of dollars just for your idea. You don't have to have the money. Just from you researching, writing down, planning, getting the business plan together, all that, getting the idea together, showing them how they can make money, showing them on paper the projections, they can see it because you pieced it all together, where it's obvious that if they do everything that you have planned and showed them that will work, and they see the vision, they will pay you for that vision. And you can sit at home and just collect checks and cash checks, you know, just from an idea. Money is fake. The last thing I'm going to tell you, reading is very, 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 very essential and very important. And anything that you want to learn, as you see from everything I've told you, and from what God has given you, this amazing body, you can teach yourself. You just have to plan, prioritize, and structure your life in a way that allows you to have those allotted times to practice and do those things that you want to work towards and reach those goals that you're pursuing. What I was going to tell you, 90% of people in the world do not know that information is received to your brain through your eyes. 90% of all information that you receive to your brain comes through your frontal lobe. You know what I'm saying? Traveling through your all the way through your whole parietal lobe, you know, and your temporal lobe, all the way through your cerebrum, and the information is going through your pupils, through your eyes. So that's why you need to read. You don't actually necessarily have to know and understand everything right off the bat, but you will already receive whatever you understand. So don't worry about that, but read it. But when you run into things that you don't understand about whatever topic, because you can read about any topic and download that information into your brain like a computer. That's what you need to do, to get your brain familiarized with the language and seeing it and everything, just like a computer does. But you're more advanced than a computer because God created you. That's why he said you can do all things through Christ Jesus that strengthens you. You know what I'm saying? You can do all things through Allah, through Yahweh, through the God of all creation, the one and only true living God, because there is only one true living God, that God. He will give you direction and instruction and guidance, and you already have the know-how and the strength and the courage through him by just having faith in him. So when you read, the information goes into your system, and it's just downloading. So just make sure that you keep reading, and when you come into or come up to a word that you do not understand, simply, you know how to go to a dictionary or use the dictionary in your phone and immediately say that word or pull up that word, read what it means, and then continue reading. And you're just constantly receiving information. So I'm going to go ahead and head out. This was a pretty long video, but I believe we got a lot of powerful information in it. And like I always say, like, subscribe, please share the information with other people. Talk about the information with other people. Start to open up and be willing for change. Be willing to receive help from other people. Be willing to take ideas from others and add it to your repertoire or to your lifestyle if it's going to be beneficial and profitable for you. There's nothing wrong with that, because nothing is new under the sun. I love you guys. I love you women. I want you all to be blessed. I want you to all to stay focused and understand that you can do all things, you know what I'm saying, with the power of God that's already within you, you know what I'm saying? He made it to where you don't need nobody but yourself because he lives within you. When you tap into believing that and receiving that and utilize all your power, you will see that you can do anything. Peace.